Hello, here we are again to discuss the lessons. For this time is about the reported speech. Like what the discussion in the previous video, the reported speech that we discuss now here is in the imperative sentence. Imperatives, it is like order, and that is our discussion. Reported speech, like the orders and the requests. In the orders, that reported speech normally with the verb like tell, with the object. If it is positive order, this is with object and infinitive, and if it is not positive or it is negative, it is with tell, object, not, and after that is infinitive. The example in the direct speech, like take the pills before breakfast. Who said that? The doctor. Change into the indirect speech, like the doctor told me to take the pills before breakfast. Another example for the reorder is like the direct speech is don't smoke, the doctor said, and the indirect speech like the doctor told me not to smoke, and this is a negative order. The next one we discuss about the reported request. Normally the verb used here is like as, still the same with the object, and after that is not to infinitive if it is the negative request, and if it is positive without not. Like what the examples, like direct speech here. Can you park the car here please? This is about asking, so it is the request. Peter asked me to park the car there. There are some change here. The first one is ask me. It's ask Peter, no, ask me. The next one is park the car, change into the to infinitive to park the car, and after that here change into there. Another example that we can see here is the direct speech, like would you mind not leaving the car here, and change the sentence into Peter asked me not to leave the car here there. Even though this is the gerund, not leaving, still change into to infinitive, and still here is changed into there. What about the next discussion is commands. Reported commands, here we use the personal direct object, and after that infinitive, like the previous structure, the negative form with not before to infinitive. What are the verbs that can be used here? They are like tell for the command, order, command itself, warn, and instruct, and there are still many other verbs that can be included in this construction. What is the example? Like stop, she told the children to stop. Be quiet, children, she told the children to be quiet. So be quiet here, to be quiet. Don't stop, he taught them not to stop. So don't stop, not to stop. Don't go, he taught me not to go. What about the request? Reported requests have the same grammatical form as reported commands, because reported command and request usually use as the main verb, but the request and offer and request, there is difference. And what is the difference? Look at now here. Would you open the door please? She asked me to open the door. Could you lend me some money please? She asked me to lend him some money. Note the difference in meaning. He told me to lend him some money, because this is all about request. What about offer? Look at now this offer. Would you like a cigar? This is offering. So he asked if I would like a cigar. What about the request? Would you pass me a cigar? This is request. He asked me to pass him a cigar. The meaning, by changing this question, and this is offering, into if clause, that is still accepted. But the request, because you make it this into request, you can change it into pass him a cigar imperative form. This is all the sum up of the examples of the imperative in reported speech, like orders that says come home boys, that tells the boys to come home. See that, come home, to come home. Mom says be quiet girls. Now mom tells the girls, so I'll change now here the object to be quiet. The cops say stop and stand still. The cops tell to stop and stand still. That's for the orders. For the request, I say to Ben, sit down please. This is request. I ask Ben to sit down. Little Mary says, tell me a story. Little Mary asks to tell her a story. Mom says to us, be careful please. So mom asks us to be careful. And the last one, it is possible, like the prohibitions, the negative imperative, that says don't argue Bob. So that asks, or that tells Bob not to argue. She says to me don't cry. She asks me not to cry. That says don't play with fire boys. So that tells the boys not to play with fire. This is about prohibitions or negative imperatives. What about this? Now the change the imperative form direct to indirect speech. The direct speech, remember that it is all in quotations like this, quotation. There are 10 examples here, and you need to change the 10 examples into indirect speech, like keep a record of your expenses. Let's say to Hassan, talk to the manager first. She said to me, please pay the bill. Andrew said, meet me at the station. Diana said, take off your coat before entering the hall. He said, show me your passport please, said the officer. Post some letters for me, said my boss. Do sit down, said my hostess. Don't forget to order the wine, said Mrs. Raza. Go on, apply for the job, said Jack. So they're all the indirect speech here that you need to change. You can ask your teachers for the answers, or you can look at again the explanations, and I hope you can do this all in an easy way. Okay, thank you for this watching, that you have time to watch this video. Keep on practice. Hopefully your English will be better. See you. Bye bye.